Hey Siri, what is SMMA? So you heard about starting an SMMA from someone online, but what is SMMA really? And do people actually make money from it? Can you make money from it? Well, I'm gonna answer all of these questions in this video. SMMA stands for Social Media Marketing Agency, but it's kind of a stupid acronym because businesses don't just need social media marketing agencies, they need all kinds of marketing agencies. In fact, the first marketing agencies date back to 1786 when William Taylor opened his office in London. And for a long time, marketing agencies had a high barrier to entry. You needed a lot of staff, maybe an in-person office, connections to have fancy clients, etc. And within that ecosystem, you would have people that sold billboards, TV commercials, potentially postcard mailing companies, as well as creative agencies that come up with the concept of an ad and then help you run it across multiple different channels. But it wasn't until Facebook acquired Atlas Solutions in 2013 that advertising became easily accessible to, well, pretty much everyone. So since 2013, when self-serve advertising became very popular through Facebook, SMMA has been on the rise. And in its simplest form, having a marketing agency is just helping businesses get new customers using the internet. Many people use Facebook ads for this, but others use Google ads or TikTok ads or Pinterest ads or Reddit ads or YouTube ads to help their clients grow their businesses. Other agencies don't use ads at all, and instead they help people scale through organic solutions like creating content on their blog or on their social media channels, or potentially even helping them set up outbound prospecting methods such as cold email. And additionally, very recently there has been a trend away from just doing ads or just doing SEO on behalf of clients, and instead becoming a business growth consultant with done-for-you services like advertising, so that you can help your clients through every single step of their customer's journey. So what this ends up looking like is, instead of just running some ads on Facebook and emailing the leads to the client and washing your hands and hoping they take care of it and close the clients, you're actually instead taking those leads, putting them into a CRM software like Go High Level, for example, setting up automations to help them text and email the clients automatically, and more recently even setting up AI to help follow up with the leads. And then additionally, coaching your clients on the parts that the automations can't do, like calling the leads, actually scheduling them on the software. In some cases AI can do that, but in other cases it can't. And in other cases, and this is what I did, just taking over completely the follow-up process for these leads. So instead of, again, just generating the lead and sending it to the client, we were generating the lead, sifting through all the bad leads, calling them, making sure they were qualified, putting them on the schedule, calling them to make sure they showed up for their appointment, and then the client would show up to the appointment and close them. So that's an example of how this works in kind of the local business space. But if you were working with someone online, again, you wouldn't just be running the ads, you'd be taking those ads and running them to a landing page that you're running a split test on. So you're testing the colors of the buttons and different sets of words on each landing page, and tweaking other things to increase the conversion rate for this e-commerce client, let's say. Now, do you have to do all of this quote unquote extra stuff to be successful? No, but it's going to massively increase your client retention, the amount you can charge, and what you're learning as part of being an agency owner, which is all super important if you're actually in this for the long term. But this does beg the question, what is the best way to get started with SMMA today? Well, unlike the rest of the gurus out there, I'm not going to tell you that the secret to success is some super secret outreach script that only I know, or that it's some psychological hack that you can use to make people say yes on your sales calls. All of those are just tricks, and it's not a foundation of a real business. The secret to succeeding with a marketing agency is actually very simple. It's getting really, really good at marketing. And most beginners want to skip this part. They want to go from 0 to 10K in a month because they saw somebody else that quote unquote did it, but is probably lying about their numbers. They're not thinking about the long term. They're just thinking about how they can make a quick buck. But if you're not in that camp and you do want to have a successful career in marketing, and you have a hunch that starting an agency could be the best start for you, then listen up, because I'm going to tell you exactly how to get started. The three main problems people new to SMMA face are number one, getting appointments, number two, closing clients, and number three, retaining those clients long term. And the fix for all of these is very simple. Just get good at marketing. If you're good at marketing, you'll find it easier to get appointments because, well, you're good at marketing. And if you're good at marketing, you'll find it easier to close those appointments and turn them into clients because you're good at marketing and you can speak the language that helps people know that they can trust you. And if you're actually really good at marketing, you'll retain people a lot longer because you're not giving them false hopes on a sales call and then not being able to deliver on that on the back end. So I know what you're thinking, Keaton, this is a total cop-out of an answer. Get good at marketing. Like, how do I do that? I've got to start somewhere. And you're totally right. Everybody does, and I'm glad you asked that question. The only way to learn anything, including marketing, is to first learn the theory and then to balance learning that theory with actual real world experience. And then you just bounce back and forth between the theory and the real world experience over and over and over again until you're an expert. When it comes to learning theory, you have three options. Number one, buy books. And this can actually get you pretty far. As far as theory goes, there are some amazing books out there, but their limitations are they're not going to be able to screen share and show you exactly how to launch an ad from TikTok Ads Manager or exactly how to set up a WordPress website, for example. So that brings me to number two, which is to buy courses. Now, this will get you a lot farther on the technical side, like where to click the buttons. However, a lot of them are very lacking on the theory and the foundation side of things, which is crucially important to succeed. And number three is to hire coaches. These are the fastest because you can ask specific questions about specific problems that you're going through and you can get specific feedback on that. However, these are also the most expensive because they're giving you one-on-one attention. The thing here is though, you shouldn't just choose one of these. You should be doing all three of them. So first, start out with some books. I recommend Russell Brunson's Secrets trilogy to start out. Then buy a course. I recommend Agency Dominance because that's my course and I know it's really freaking good and I cover everything you need to get started and scale to 50K a month. But there are plenty of courses out there and I don't expect mine to be the only one you consider. Then eventually, or right away, if you're super serious about starting, hire a coach to handhold you through every step of the process and bounce questions off them the whole time so you know you're understanding things correctly. This process never stops, by the way. You should continue to buy courses. You should continue to invest in mentors. The most successful people in the world continue to do this because they know that the fastest way forward is just paying somebody who's already done it and learning from all of their mistakes. But we know this is only half of the puzzle, right? Just the theory will only get you so far. And so you need real world practical application, which is actually working with clients, actually doing marketing to get good at it. So again, there are three options here. Number one, do free work or cheap work. So reach out to businesses in your local area and offer to work with them for free or to work for them for an hourly rate. That's very cheap and affordable for them. And it's going to be a no-brainer if they get an ROI. Do not overthink this. Don't think that you deserve thousands and thousands of dollars as a brand new marketer. You don't. You need to put in the work first. And this is exactly how I got started doing marketing for my family business, getting paid hourly, spending hours and hours trying to come up with good ads, failing, going back to the drawing board over and over and over again. So that's option one. Option two is a little bit more exciting, and that's just going out with irrational confidence and selling people on full-size digital marketing packages and figuring stuff out along the way. Now, I used to advise against number two, but then I had a few students come through with specific personalities where this actually worked very well for them. They were just super confident individuals and they went out and sold $3,000 packages right off the bat and learned a lot through that process. Now, should they be charging that much? Probably not. However, it was a great way for them to get started and it motivated them to really learn the process, and they had extra capital to bring in experts to help them out on certain steps that they didn't understand. And that brings us to number three, which is getting a digital marketing job. If you're going to work a part-time job or a full-time job while you're trying to scale up your agency, why would it be some random thing that doesn't have anything to do with what you want to learn? Don't do that. Go work for a marketing agency instead, or do odd jobs on Upwork and other freelancing platforms to build up your skills. I actually ran into someone who had watched some of my videos at a conference who said, hey, I watched one of your videos and you said, sometimes starting an agency isn't the right thing and you should just get a job first. And so that's what I did. And now I'm here at this digital marketing conference. I'm getting paid to learn. And I just wanted to say thanks for your video. videos. And I was like, that's so cool. He's going to spend 1 to 2 years in a job that he likes because he's learning. And then he's going to be able to apply everything he learned in that job to his own business afterwards. Much smarter than just getting a job as a server or something like that. And that's it, guys. That's what SMMA is. That's how people make money from it. And that's how you can make money from it. If you have questions, make sure to pop them below this video, and also check out this video where I talk about getting your first clients through a prospecting system. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next video.
SMMA stands for Social Media Marketing Agency, a type of agency that specifically focuses on social media.